From WTVO Rockford and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
An FDA committee rejects Pfizer booster shots for most Americans, but depending on your age, a third dose could be in your future.
The teenager accused of killing 2 people during last year's protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin, appears in court. A judge makes some key pretrial rulings on evidence.
Construction on your daily commute can be frustrating, but Rockford City leaders say patience is key in making the community a safer place. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. An FDA advisory panel rejects a plan to offer Pfizer booster shots to most Americans.
After a day-long discussion, panel members voted no 16-3, an overwhelming majority against recommending boosters at this time. The panel voiced frustration that Pfizer provided little data on the safety of extra doses. Another complaint was that the data they did provide by Israeli researchers may not predict U.S. experience. Some scientists argued there wasn't enough evidence that younger, healthy people need a booster and that the vaccines are protecting younger people from severe illness, hospitalization, and death.
The reasons for this lower effectiveness likely include both waning over time and the Delta variant.
If FDA cannot assure us of the safety of 2 doses, how can they assure us of 3?
The panel did approve boosters for those over the age of 65 and those with higher risks. The Pentagon says the U.S. made a tragic mistake during a drone strike in Afghanistan last month. 10 people, including 7 children, were killed. The U.S. military maintains that an Islamic extremist was killed in the attack and that the targeted vehicle contained explosives. The Pentagon says a review finds that only civilians were killed. The strike came days after a bombing at the Kabul airport killed 169 Afghans and 13 American service members. The U.S. is considering making reparations to the families of the victims.
The Beloit teenager accused of gunning down a man over Labor Day weekend will be tried as an adult. The Rock County District Attorney filed the upgraded complaint against the 15-year-old boy. Investigators say he killed a 19-year-old man during a fight September 3rd. Police arrested the suspect at Beloit Memorial High School Monday. He reportedly had a gun in his backpack. Names of the suspect and victim have not been released. A Janesville man is dead after slamming his car into a semi-truck early this morning. It happened just after 5 on Highway 14 near North Polson Road. Wisconsin State Troopers say the GMC was headed west on 14. It crossed the center line and hit the semi head-on. The man was thrown from the car before it burst into flames. Investigators say the 48-year-old died at the scene. The semi's driver wasn't hurt. Winnebago County first responders are called to a fiery crash near a fall staple. Around 2:30 this afternoon, police found 2 cars fully engulfed in flames outside Curran's Orchard in the 6300 block of Kilburn Avenue. Firefighters had the blaze under control in a few minutes. Sheriff's deputies say no one was seriously hurt. Traffic on Meridian and Kilburn in that area was backed up for quite some time. Officers did not say what led up to that crash.
The man charged in the deadly shooting of 2 men during protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin, had a court hearing today. Attorneys for Kyle Rittenhouse argue the then teenager acted in self-defense. Prosecutors described Rittenhouse as a chaos tourist. Key discussion today centered around a video taken weeks before the shooting outside of a CVS store.
He essentially made a statement that he wished he had the same rifle that was used in this incident to kill 2 people so he could shoot individuals coming out of the CVS pharmacy. This was 15 days prior.
He didn't have a weapon. He was sitting in a vehicle having a conversation with someone else. He never made contact with those people at CVS.
The prosecution wanted the judge to allow them to admit evidence they say shows Rittenhouse believes in the violent tactics of the white nationalist group, the Proud Boys. The judge indicated he would not allow the prosecution to link Rittenhouse to the group.
Several Rockford roads, bridges, and sidewalks are getting a facelift. The city says its capital improvement plan is unfolding nicely.
Michelle Rave caught up with a Rockford engineer, and he tells you before the projects are complete, community members can expect to see crews on the streets.
You may have seen a lot of construction during your commute around Rockford, and that's largely because of the city's capital improvement program. Its goal, making the community safer.
So the neighborhood came forward and wanted to bring to the attention of the city that there are certain streets that do need more attention, but don't always fall on the radar.
Steve Booth is the Director of Development for the Orchid Neighborhood Association. This week, the group met with members of Rockford Public Works to discuss some of the City of Rockford's plans.
The capital improvements program focuses on infrastructure improvements, so that includes roadways, includes bridges, sidewalks and bicycle facilities, our traffic signals, as well as our stormwater improvements. We definitely appreciate comments from citizens and their input. Our staff can't be and live on those roads all the time, and so their input is very important to us.
The money for this program comes from local infrastructure sales tax, motor fuel tax, as well as state and federal grants. The city has a lot of work on their hands with plans to fix 100 roadways before the end of this year, like this one on Sandy Hollow Road.
Well, the focus on right now are finishing up all the projects and roadway resurfacing projects before the end of the year, before the weather starts to get to freezing.
Booth says he was glad specific issues were addressed.
The city put together a program to do this water main replacement. And so down in the southern part of the neighborhood in the vicinity of Constance Lane Elementary School, they're going to be pulling up and replacing outdated, obsolete, and potentially lead-containing service lines.
Overall, Booth is optimistic for the changes to come.
We're really heartened that they came to the meeting with an open mind, wanting to know what could be done to address the needs of the neighborhood.
The program is updated every year. In fact, this fall, the Public Works Department will be introducing its new plan to City Council. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Michelle. Well, here's something to roar about. For the first time in years, lions are coming back to Chicago's Lincoln Park Zoo. The zoo's new Pepper Family Wildlife Center will open to the public next month, and it'll be home to a whole pride of lions, including 1 male and 3 females. The zoo's historic lion house has been getting a multi-million-dollar upgrade since 2019 to create more space for the lions to roam. The zoo's also getting 2 snow leopards, 2 lynx, and 2 red pandas. The Biden administration says it plans to appeal a ruling that was issued Thursday.
It deals with whether the pandemic can be used as the reason to deny access to asylum claims. Alexander Limon is keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
This is a huge victory.
On Thursday, a federal judge ruled the Biden administration must stop using the pandemic under Title 42 as a justification for denying families access to asylum claims. Amy Fisher is with Amnesty International USA.
There has been overwhelming consensus from public health authorities that there's actually no public health basis to Title 42 expulsion.
The Biden administration previously said Title 42 was not being used to deny access to asylum to unaccompanied minors, and this ruling says the same should apply to families with children. Fisher wants the Biden administration to allow everyone, including single adults, to file asylum claims.
If it is illegal to deny asylum access to families, then it also needs to be illegal to deny asylum access to children and adults.
The ruling issued by Judge Emmett Sullivan from the U.S. District Court in D.C. takes effect in 2 weeks. On Twitter, Republican House Leader Kevin McCarthy said the same activist judge made a similar ruling last year. He called on the Biden administration to appeal, something the administration says it plans to do. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Marcus Walter here. I am here at Rockford City Market on a pretty nice weather day. We did have a light to moderate rain shower move through downtown Rockford over the last 10 to 15 minutes, but that is continuing to push east. But we still are dealing with a few scattered showers along a cold front that's moving through our region. But as we talk about our forecast, let's take a look at the planning forecast for this evening, because it shows that we will be dealing with overall clouds out there on occasion. We have to watch out for a spotty rain shower here or there as well. But more than anything, we'll notice the temperatures falling from where we are now in the low to mid 80s to eventually into the mid 60s by the time we get to midnight. Now, as we take a look at the Mercy Health Skytrack weather camera, it shows downtown Rockford, and we're seeing a few clouds in the image there, along with some of the rain off in the distance. And that takes us to our satellite radar map, because that will show the spotty rain showers stretching from southeastern parts of Wisconsin right across the heart of our viewing area, and then down further south and west into parts of Iowa. So this is all along a cold front that's slowly moving across our region, and this cold front is what is really bringing us this limited rain threat, but a much needed rain because we've been dealing with drought across our region. Now, as we take a look at the futurecast and put it into motion, it will show that we will definitely have clouds out there as we head throughout the next couple of hours. And again, we can't rule out the development of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm really as this cold front continues to move through. But as we continue to progress the map, it'll show that eventually by midnight we'll be left with clouds, and then after midnight into tomorrow morning we'll be dealing with just ample sunshine and overall a clear sky. Now, as we talk about what else is on the way, let's take you to the next graphic, because it shows that the jet stream will be shifting north as we head throughout the weekend. That'll set the stage for heat to really return to our region. So we are expecting temperatures in the low 80s tomorrow, but then near 90 as we head toward Sunday, and then we'll be in the low 80s as we head toward Monday. So a lot of heat on the way. But at the same time, if we advance the graphics just a little bit more, it'll show that we'll have an upper level low pressure system also meandering in our direction. That will start to push some clouds in our direction as we head towards Sunday, and then bring a rain threat, a more substantial rain threat, as we head toward Monday. So as we take a look at the GFS solution, this next map, we do want to point out that after the rain threat on Monday, we'll have a cold front that moves in Tuesday, and that brings us another more substantial rain threat, even a couple of thunderstorms possible across our region. Now, as we advance to the next graphic, just talking about current conditions out there now, we have temperatures, generally speaking, in the low to mid 80s out there. And as we talk about the forecast for tonight, well, we are expecting those temperatures to eventually drop into the mid 50s overnight with a clear sky after midnight. Again, we can't rule out the development of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm as that cold front that's moving through now moves through the region. And as we take you to the 7-day forecast, we are looking at overall pretty nice conditions Saturday. Again, temperatures in the low 80s Saturday, then near 90 as we head towards Sunday. Rain chances showing up as we look toward Monday, and then a more substantial rain threat even beyond that as we head into Tuesday with the passage of a cold front. Fall begins on Wednesday, and it will definitely feel like it with those temperatures only at times in the upper 60s. We'll slowly warm up from there. But we are here at Rockford City Market having a good time. I hope you decide to come on down.
Now the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Week 4 of the high school football season is within striking distance. Bit of a calm before the storm here at Everett Stein Stadium as we're getting ready for our game of the week. We've got a big northern matchup tonight, Byron and Genoa Kingston. This one could be a very exciting matchup. If you're looking for any losses, you won't find them here. Both the Tigers and the Cogs come in a perfect 3-0, but that will all change tonight. One team will walk out of here with their first L of the season. These two schools have lots of history, and they know what's at stake. A win tonight puts them that much closer to winning a big Northern Conference championship. So you think these guys are fired up? Let's see what they have to say.
Byron Week is just a whole different intensity. They're one of the better teams in the conference. They made state championship the last couple of years. We have to bring another level of intensity.
Literally after last Friday's game, I mean, everybody's been excited for this week. We're ramped up. We're ready to go.
We're definitely focusing in a lot better than I think we have for the first 2 games. There's definitely a sense of urgency to get working hard and get this week started.
They're one of the harder teams in the conference, so we just got to step it up this week at practice so we can step it up during the game.
Well, safe to say they are ready to go. And I'll say this, if not for the different jerseys they'll be wearing, you wouldn't even be able to tell one another apart. That's because they run virtually the same style of offense, lots of ground and pound, chewing up the clock, wearing the opposing defense down. Not going to be many surprises for these defenses. They basically face it each and every single day in practice. But practice is one thing. Friday night, under the lights with the crowd and the atmosphere is a totally different ball game. Both these teams have playoff aspirations, and their coaches are thrilled to be getting a test like this so early in the season.
Genoa's a great team, and we're going to find out, what we're made of. And, you hope your kids rise to the challenge, but we're going to have to win games like this, come playoff time. So we're really looking forward to it.
Byron's good. They're sound, they're solid, and we have nothing but respect for them. So we got to be on our game this week and try and take it to them.
Well, there you have it, folks. A couple of great football teams ready to put on a show for us tonight. If you're unable to make it out to our game of the week or to your local area game, be sure to catch Scott Leber and I for Overtime at 11 p.m. tonight on Fox 39. We'll have all the highlights from this matchup, as well as plenty of other coverage from around this state line. That'll do it for me. Week 4 of high school football, ready to roll.
Marcus will have a final look at the weather in just a moment.
First, here's what's coming up on News Nation.
On the report, thousands now in limbo. We'll show you the new video of the sudden surge at the southern border and get reaction from a congresswoman, what she thinks will stop the staggering number of migrants arriving in Del Rio and beyond. Now, here's Leland Vittert with a preview of On Balance.
Thanks, Joe. Going soft on China, I'll show you the now deleted tweet from Secretary of State Blinken that sparked backlash. Plus, the alarming criminal activities flagged on Facebook that the company blew off. That's coming up on Balance tonight, followed by News Nation Prime.
You can catch News Nation on cable and satellite stations you see here. You can also head to newsnation.com. Now, let's head back out to Marcus, live at City Market.
And we are here at Rockford City Market having a great time, enjoying the elements. As you see, the sun is shining on my face, so it's a great time to come on out. But as we talk about the sun, we have been dealing with some rain. Let's take you to the First Warning Interactive Radar brought to you by Rockford Auto Glass and more. It shows a few spotty rain showers out there. And as we take a look at the 7-day, we are dry but warming up this weekend, and then we're dealing with rain out there for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Feeling like fall by the time we get to Wednesday. Temperatures struggling to reach 69 degrees.
All right, thanks, Marcus. You know, it's been so nice and warm, but it's great that we did get some rain showers coming through because it's been so dry. But
every little bit helps, right?
It does, because this might be like our last summer-like weekend. We'll have to see.
It could be. And certainly, we don't see many 90s this far into September.
Not usually.
All right. Well, we hope you had a great afternoon with us. All right, we'll see you in about a half an hour.
We'll be here.
Stay safe.